This 2020 season closing meet featured the Supreme Ventures Jamaica 2-year-old stakes, and the favourite Further and Beyond was solid in victory. He's third here with a 55-year-old jockey Ian Spence leaving the backstretch.
Hoist the Mask continues to lead. She's a Wonder asked to press. Further and Beyond has made a swift move down into third and tracks the front two as they race away toward the final 3/8 of a mile. A gap to Den Street. He has a lot to do. Awesome Choice now being left in behind him as Den Street is asked to quicken. Santorini races up next, but the leaders are at the 5/16th and they'll come into the lane. They're at the top of it in the 2-year-old stakes, and Hoist the Mask continues to hold that lead. Further and Beyond lengthening strides on the outside. She's a Wonder looking a bit wobbly, looking for room in between horses, but it's Hoist the Mast and Further and Beyond making eye contact, and Further and Beyond now grabs the lead at the furlong pole. Hoist the Mast is left back on the rail. She's a Wonder will try to attack. Den Street has more to find, but it's Further and Beyond beginning to go further and further away from them. Further and Beyond wins the 2-year-old stakes.
Further and Beyond as the 6-5 favourite, definitely the best here in this third win in 5 lifetime starts.
Deasy showing some speed, leads by a half a length over Power Ranking. They leave the 5 and head to the half mile. Perfect Brew is just in behind them in third. Brinks on the outside coasting along. Giant Wheeler progresses on the rail. Golden Wattle, the filly, races right alongside. Then Take a Punt. And last of all, it's Fly, Messenger Fly, as the tempo will quicken on the run passing the 7/16th. It is Deasy, just the leader from Power Ranking. Perfect Brew, and on the outside, Hidden That Springs. These four in a tight grouping as they leave the 3. The filly Golden Wattle begins to stalk them and is edging closer as they come flashing past the 5/16th. The Take a Punt and Giant Wheeler race together, and at the back of the field it is Fly, Messenger Fly, but it is Perfect Brew, just the leader. Brings settle down in behind. Over against the rail, that's Deasy, and Golden Wattle in the green cap now begins to run at them on the outside. They drive toward the final furlong. It is Perfect Brew. Here comes Golden Wattle on the outside, and Golden Wattle, the filly, now picks up the lead from Perfect Brew. Brinks is over against the rail. It is Golden Wattle opening up a length over Perfect Brew. It is Golden Wattle. What a surprise. She wins it over Perfect Brew.
Cheering Nunes fans erupted in the stands as Tevin Foster aboard Golden Wattle splendidly puts the finishing touches on a brilliant preparation job by Nunes.
Field in line for the Supreme Ventures Jamaica 2-year-old stakes, a grade 1 event. They're off and running. Anonymous came out at the back of the field. Mamma Mia has taken off quickly, being chased by stablemate Thalita. A Burlap is racing up next as they charge past the 7 and run the backstretch and make their way now toward the final 6. Mamma Mia sets the fractions from Burlap. Thalita is on the rail, Mojito right with them. 2.5 lengths separates that bunch as they leave the 6. Legit Boss is being held off the fractions. Did that the last time and won. Showgirl is racing 2 lengths in behind him, joined by Anonymous. A break back to All for Love on Charter trails the field. They've left the 5 and run toward the half mile. They're almost there, and quite a grouping up front. Burlap is right there and is showing some speed as they now make their way running into that turn. Mojito now shoots through, and Mojito gets that lead from Burlap. Mamma Mia is still there on the premises. A gap opens up to a driven Thalita needing to do a lot, so too Legit Boss and Anonymous. Showgirl is next, then All for Love, and on Charter struggling at the back, 5/16th the run. They're about to come thundering into the top of the lane, and Mojito has struck the front and opens up the advantage. Mamma Mia trying to chase over against the rail, switched off. It's that Salita. Legit Boss is in the center. Burlap is there too, and Anonymous begins a charge, widest of them all, but it is Mojito who has the lead in the Supreme Ventures Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. It is Mojito out in front. Devastating Dane Dawkins and Mojito enjoy a 3-length lead. Legit Boss is chasing, but it's Mojito who takes it. Mojito wins it by just about 2.5. Close between Mamma Mia, Legit Boss. All for Love looks to be next, ahead of Anonymous. Start already. They're off for the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. Fair start. Banadura, as expected, shows speed along with Fast and Furious Lynx. Run Julie Run is racing on the outside of horses. Matuso in the black cap is in the center. Right there against the rail, that's Come Home to Me as they make their way now toward the final 6. Banadura out in front, tested by Matuso, ahead separates them, they fly past the 6. Come Home to Me races next, some 3 lengths back with Run Julie Run for company. Fast and Furious Lynx races up next. In behind those, that's Interesting Times Ahead. A break of 2 back to Rosetta, they leave the 5. Buttercup races on the outside, beginning to make ground. Lucy in the Sky, Miss Cherry just toward the back, and now asked to improve as they arrive at the half mile, and speed will now be added to the race as they run the turn. Banadura trying to slip away from horses. Run Julie Run now moves quickly down into second and chasing. Matuso fading back just a bit. Interesting Times Ahead wound up for Run. Just on the outside, that's Fast and Furious Lynx. Come Home to Me races with Lucy in the Sky. Miss Cherry has a lot to do from there along with Buttercup, and Forget Rosetta at the moment as the field turned for home in the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. They leave the top of the lane, and Run Julie Run now scoots through and grabs the lead. Interesting Times Ahead down against the rail. It's Run Julie Run tackled now by Interesting Times Ahead, and Interesting Times Ahead kicks and gets that lead. Run Julie Run left a length and a half back. It's Interesting Times Ahead inside the final 16th, who holds the advantage under the bustling Philip Parchment. They win the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes by maybe 3 lengths over Run Julie Run. Then Fast and Furious Lynx, Buttercup in a photograph with Lucy in the Sky. Miss Cherry has finished next in 5th. Hazelnut comes out at the back of the field. Strong Mind comes away running quickly. Lovisa right alongside. These two stuck together as they go flashing past the 7. Mr. Lee is 3 or 4 lengths back and racing in 3rd. Danka well positioned on the outside as they charge away toward the final 6. Hazelnut races next, and the trailer is Burning Hedge. They've left the 6. Strong Mind on the rail, the leader by 3 parts of a length. Lovisa under a tight wrap racing in 2nd. 2.5 lengths back to Mr. Lee the Grey. Danker on the outside of stablemate as they go flashing past the 5. That's Hazelnut and a Burning Hedge just last of the field. But they're all in with a chance as they go away now toward the final half of a mile. Strong Mind trying to shake loose. Lovisa refusing to quit. Just a length separates them. Mr. Lee is further back with Hazelnut. Danka second from the back, and Burning Hedge just last as the field arrive at the final 3/8. Strong Mind out in front. Lovisa continues the chase. Hazelnut left back. There goes Burning Hedge. Danka now asked to go on, and Mr. Lee relegated to the back of the pack as they're coming into the lane. It is Strong Mind near the rail. A Burning Hedge now kicking in on the outside, and Burning Hedge now snatches the lead. Strong Mind the rider. A Busy Man trying to fight back, but Burning Hedge has left the 3/16th with a clear lead and is now under the right-hand stick. It is a Burning Hedge. Danka trying to run on the outside. Lovisa in between horses. Strong Mind back against the rail, but it is Burning Hedge inside the final 16th. This is the Jamaica 2-year-old stakes. Burning Hedge and Dick Cardenas run out convincing winners, maybe 7 or 8 ahead of Lovisa. It's a head bob for the minors. Hazelnut on the rail, Strong Mind on the outside, close between them.